Okay, let's talk about how to format shape options. So shape options on your PowerPoint. Okay, so formatting shape options on your PowerPoint is something that you can do pretty easily. What I'm going to show you in this video is going to be how to basically do that. So let's jump over to PowerPoint and let's start to work into that. So let's pick a different slide here. We've been working on this here title slide for the most part in our tutorial videos here, but let's pick a different one, try something different. Let's try this one, all right? And I'm just in a different view here, so I'm in the slide sorter view. And from here, then I'm just going to switch over to the normal view, okay? And because this popped up like this, you might not see that. If this little area right here pops up, you might have it looking just like this, all right? If it does, what you want to do is just click inside of here where you want to work, all right? So where I want to work is I want to work right here and there. Now, this here is a shape, but I'm going to talk to you about formatting different parts of this shape. So if you click on this, right click, it's going to give you some options. So if we go down here to format shape, we just click on here and now you can see we're inside this shape that we can work on. And I've had other videos that showed you how to do that from a different slide, but let's talk about a different shape inside of that shape. So if I click inside of this, so I just left clicked on there and it pulled up this shape right here. Now you can see that this little box right here opened up and you can now start to mess around with that shape within the other shape, okay? So I can start to kind of, right now it has a no fill, right? I can start to think about a solid fill, right? So you see that solid fill happened and now it gave it a white color. If I want to change that, I pick this bucket right here and I choose a color from here that I want, or I can go to more colors right here, click on that more colors. If I have a custom color that I want to put in, I just click over from the standard, I click over to the custom colors and I drop in my hex code or my RGB code right here. All right. So from that, I can do that, or I can pick it from the slider here, right? I can go, oh, I want it blue, or I want something different. I wanted that green, whatever it is, or I can go to these standards. I can pick some different standard colors from here, right? And then all you got to do is hit the OK, and you can see it changes this shape within the other shape, which is that shape, all right? So just make sure that you have it highlighted or you have it clicked on and you know which shape you're working on, all right? I don't want that color. I'm just gonna keep it the normal color, but I can do different things like gradients. I can put gradients in there. I can put pictures in there, like just like your other shapes that I showed you in the other ones. I can change that. I can do it to pattern fills. If I wanted to have like a pattern fill, if I wanted to, have the slide background fill to something different, I can do it from there and I can play around with this, all right? So if I wanted to have that no fill, so I have it no fill, and then from here, these options here, I can start to work on this box or this shape right here, okay? That shape within the other shape, which was this shape, I can start to work on like shadows. If I want a different shadow, like maybe I want like this kind of a shadow. So you can see it puts a shadow onto the actual shape itself, right? Well, I don't want that. I don't want that there, so I'm just going to hit the undo. Okay, I can start to work with different kinds of reflections on here. I'll just minimize this here. I can work with the reflection. I can change the transparency, size, blur, and distance, right? All you gotta do is play around with that a little bit and you can start to see how it designs for you within that. So I'm not gonna necessarily go like, oh, I'm gonna pick a color and then try to do all this on that side of it. It just gives you the option of different kinds of reflections that you can do, okay? Now from here, you can also do glows. Like I want to have a different glow. So maybe I want this to be like a purple glow, all right? And I want that to be a little bit higher. So I'm gonna really turn it up, okay? It might do some things for you from here. The transparency set at 60. Maybe I want to turn it up to 100, right? It doesn't do a lot. You can see within this shape, there's not a lot of glow. I'd have to put like a color to it. So maybe I want that kind of a color. So I'm gonna put an orange color on there, but I want a purple, like when I did this one, I want a purple glow, okay? So you see from there, I can start to kind of work on that side of it. If I don't want that glow, I can soften the edges. So you can see it gives you different options to soften the edges on that. All right, I'm getting kind of crazy here, but you're starting to get the idea. I can put like a 3D effect to that if I want to, as well as 3D rotation. All right, and all you gotta do is just play around these a little bit. If you make mistakes on any of this, it's really easy to basically go back and start to just go, oh, I didn't want that. So you just have to hit the undo, right? And it starts to go from there. All right. Now, You can also do this for the text inside that shape if I want to change the text, right? So maybe I don't want any fill. So you see this? I don't want any fill. I want a solid fill, right? And I can come down here and change this. Maybe I want this to be this teal instead, okay? Maybe I want this to be purple, okay? You can do it, you can start to set it from there as well as gradient fills. You can do the picture again. So that means this, look, you can change the text itself inside of that, as well as you have different options on the text and different things that you can do for the text box, and then also with images and everything within that as well. Okay, so there's lots of things that you can do right here from that side of it. And then this is for this format, or to format this shape. Now you can click down here and it's going to format the shape for that next box that you put in here, as well as going down to this shape right here. It's going to give you all these different options for text and the shape itself, as far as if you wanted to fill it or anything from there. So that's kind of how you start to work through your slides on that. If you're like, okay, I'm done with that slide, and you want to choose a different slide to work on, you can choose this slide here, go back to here, and you can do the same thing here. You got that shape fill within there. Remember, on this very first slide, this white shape, this here is set in your master files, okay? So you'd have to go up here to view, you'd have to go to your slide master, and you'd have to change this shape right here in that slide master view, okay? A lot of the other ones are just right there on the slide. They're not necessarily, you have to come to this master view to do this. You can do it from your home tab right here, and just picking, like this slide, just picking which format shape you want to shape, okay? So that covers the shape. In the next video, we'll start to work on some other training from here.